Okay, now here we are, the Young Companions magazine. And this is of 1910, the Washington's birthday magazine. And we're into the children's page. So now we have another story for you. So here we go.
Waiting for Rebecca by Fannie Wilder Brown. What could Rebecca Willis find to grieve over? She was a cheery, happy, unselfish girl who loved to help her mother to take care of baby Alfred, to pick up great-grandmother's ball of yarn, and to wipe dishes after dinner on Thursdays, when Katrina had her afternoon out. Rebecca liked to stay after school to clean the blackboards and sharpen lead pencils, and she always went to Sunday school ahead of time so as to put the singing books and Bibles on one on each chair, all about the room. Yet here she stood, with great drops of water rolling out of her big round eyes, and her handkerchief all damp and crumpled up because the tear shower already had lasted so long. "I don't want to go to George Washington's birthday party," she sobbed, "nor to anyone else's birthday party, nor to any party at all. I don't like parties, not one bit. Everybody stares at everybody else. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'd rather stay at home and wash the dishes, all alone. I have the worst times at parties I ever have in all my life, and I don't want to go to another one as long as I live, so there." Mother shook her head sadly. "Rebecca," she said in a grieved tone, "I'm afraid you are a very selfish little girl." Rebecca was so surprised that the drops of water stopped coming out of her eyes. No one ever had said such a thing as that to her before. All her friends said, "What an unselfish child she is," and once Mr. Hughes, the minister, had laid his hand on her shoulder and said, "This child never thinks of herself at all." "You've forgotten that Helen wants you to help make the party," said Mother. "You've forgotten how kind she and her mother are to you, invite you, and that it is rude in you to want to stay home. You've forgotten how brave George Washington was, and that one reason his birthday is celebrated is to help children remember to be brave too. If you don't know what to say and do when you get there, you must think things up before you go, so you can make it pleasant for the others. And though everybody looks at everybody else, that is no more than you must expect and meet without wincing. They are not thinking about you half as much as you suppose, and if you don't think about yourself, you won't be wondering what they are thinking about you." "Why, Mother," Rebecca said, "I don't think about myself at all. Mr. Hughes says I don't." "You don't think about yourself when you hold back from going anywhere or doing anything because you are afraid you won't have a good time. You forget about the poor, unhappy girl who is going to be waiting for you to come." Rebecca's big eyes grew bigger, and she forgot all about herself. "Who is she?" she asked eagerly. "What is her name?" "Oh, you'll have to ask her to tell you that." "Where shall I find her?" "Look around in the most out-of-the-way corners, behind the curtains, or up in the dressing room, or out on the stairs. How shall I know which one she is?" "She is the one who hates parties worse than you do, and hasn't thought up of what to do or say. She may be crying, or she may seem to be sulking, but really she is just waiting for you to come." "What for, Mother?" "So she can have a good time." "She won't have a good time unless you go and find her." "How do you know she'll be there?" "She'll always be there, Rebecca, always waiting for you, and she never, 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 never will have a good time unless you find her. Will she like to see me coming?" "Not at first, dear, but you mustn't mind that. You must make her glad, run upstairs, and bring down her muslin dress and pink sash, and I'll press them out for you. At the door, Rebecca turned and looked at her mother. Is somebody going to be waiting for me everywhere I go always? Ah, said her mother, laughing, I would not wonder, but that I'll leave for you to find out for yourself.
There you go. I want to thank Jennifer for reading this to you. And this is, of course, from the Washington's Birthday Young Companion magazine. Bye-bye now.